Hi, everyone. This is Michael Berry. I am the Director of Curriculum and Technology for the Montpelier-Roxbury Public Schools. And I just wanted to start our update today on a few things. Again, I just can't say it enough. Thank you for your patience, your support, everything that you're doing to organize this. We are trying our best to sort out a lot of different things that are brand new to us, and our efforts are there. Just know that. First thing I want to talk about are resources. So we were flooded with great resources for families, for students, for teachers. And in an attempt to organize that, we've created some sites and some locations for those pieces. In the post, you'll see a link to the public COVID-19 page, the staff COVID-19 page, and then a link to this blog where we have two resource pages that will really be the place where we'll house this stuff and try and keep it organized. We really concentrated on links that led to multiple links so that it was a lot easier to get folks going on that. Thank you for sending that along. Phones and Google Voice. So staff have been asking a lot about Google Voice, and I've been asking a lot about Google Voice too. The idea was that we would be able to set up Google Voice accounts for staff so that they could call families from that account and have it be safe and manageable and all of those things. Unfortunately, Google has changed how they do Google Voice, and now there's a cost associated with each license. So we're not able to do that right now. We actually have reached out to Google through a friend of a friend, and we're attempting to advocate for schools in Vermont to have free access to Google Voice. All of the technology directors in the state are talking about this. It's really the most viable option for setting up anonymous phone numbers and being able to do that well. So we're holding on that. In the meantime, we prioritized a couple of people to have those Google Voice accounts for now. And as we go through this, we'll figure out what we need to do. But for now, that's where we're sticking. There are a couple of ways around it that we've suggested to people. One is using *67 on your phone that hides your personal phone number. Another way is to set up a Google Hangout and have folks call into that, and then you can use your computer to speak. That works pretty well, actually. And a couple other suggestions, but really, we're working on it. In the meantime, Russell sent out an email to everybody today. If you want your classroom extension, your classroom phone, the access to your voicemail, and having the voicemail forwarded to you in your email, which I highly suggest, you can contact Russell and he'll set that up for you. The email option is really nice because you can listen to the voicemail in your email. It also has the contact info and what time it was received and all those things. I use that option myself and it works really well. So let Russell know if you need help setting that up. I want to revisit devices. And I'm going to be just very honest here. We've had a lot of people frustrated that we didn't just send home all the devices that we had in the schools. And I completely understand it. The reason that we didn't do that is not because we didn't want to. I want to emphasize that. It was because we were going with the best information we had at the time. To deploy all of the devices across our 4 schools, we would have needed to make this decision last week. And at the time, the best guess was that we were going to be open all week this week. So we really missed our window to deploy all those computers. It's not that we didn't want to, which is an important distinction here. It's that we didn't have the time and the logistics to get it done. And so now we're doing the best we can to really catch up with that and figure out ways to get devices to students. It's really important to me and to my tech support guys that everyone knows that we want to get devices to students. We're not holding back. We're not being stingy. It's nothing like that. It's just the logistics of doing it safely and well and the timing of all the things that we had to deal with. So we're creating a plan moving forward of how we can get devices to families if they need them. And just know that we're working on it. And thank you for the support and the patience and understandings. Thank you for all the phone calls and emails. Those are helpful, believe it or not, because they really help us figure out what we need to address in our planning. And so we're working on it. Let's see what else we have here. Professional learning. So I'm excited about this. Lauren Chabot, Sue Monmany, and Jeffrey Jared have been working on a way to present some professional learning for folks next week with some of the most accessible Google tools that we have that may be something that you need right away. So the way that it's kind of set up now is that we're going to have a Google Classroom that people can join. And there'll be resources and how-tos and a short assignment to try and test out the tool in that classroom. Those will be posted in the morning so that people can access them right away. And then in the afternoon from 1:30 to 2:30, we'll have a hangout where everyone can join and talk about and share and ask questions about that particular tool. So on Monday, we're talking about Google Hangouts Meet, which I've been doing a lot of lately, which is the virtual face-to-face meetings, or people call in, and we're going to walk through how to do that. Tuesday is Google Hangouts Chat, which is like instant messenger for Google. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your computer. Myself, the tech folks, the instructional coaches, we all use this all the time. And it's a great way to avoid email, and it's a great way to just kind of chat. We're going to talk about Google Calendar, which is going to be really important for folks as we're living in a virtual world to organize those virtual interactions. Thursday, by popular request, we're going to talk about all sorts of recording options. So how do you record video? I'm using WeVideo to do this. You can use Google Hangouts, talk about those things a little bit. And then on Friday, we're just going to share what's working, what have people discovered, all of those things. You will receive professional learning hours from me for attending these different sessions. Those details are sorted out on the sheet so that you can look at it. The last thing I'm going to say today is that if you want a WeVideo account, if you're an educator in Montpelier Roxbury Public Schools and you want a WeVideo account, just shoot me an email and I'll send you a link to set you up. Okay? That's the updates for today. Thank you again, and just keep letting me know what I can do to help. We're here to help.